Hi, everyone. I want to ask you something personal today. Something many people experience but rarely talk about. Do you often wake up in the middle of the night just to go to the bathroom? Maybe once, maybe twice. But for some of us, especially after the age of 60, it's 3 times a night. And it's exhausting. You open your eyes in the dark, get up slowly so you don't fall, stumble to the bathroom, come back to bed, and by the time you try to fall asleep again, it's gone. That peaceful sleep is gone. Then the alarm goes off or the sun rises, and you feel like you've barely rested at all. What's worse is when this keeps happening every night. You start losing not just sleep, but your energy, your focus, even your mood. It feels like your body's running on empty and your mind, once sharp and steady, becomes foggy and forgetful. And that's what worries me. Because broken sleep isn't just a nuisance. It's a warning sign. Now, here's the real question. Is waking up multiple times a night just something we have to accept as we get older? Or is there something we've been missing? A few months ago, I heard a story that changed everything for me. It was about a 90-year-old retired doctor from Oregon, Dr. Eleanor Hart. She's healthy, alert, still gardens in the morning, still reads without glasses, and here's the part that stunned me. She sleeps straight through the night, every night. No bathroom breaks, no pills, no sleep gadgets, just a full night of rest. Naturally, I was so curious, how does someone that age still sleep like that? Her answer surprised me. It wasn't some secret pill or expensive therapy. It was something so simple, so down to earth, that most of us completely overlook it. Her secret was 4 daily habits. 4 small, manageable changes that anyone can do, no matter your age, income, or health status. And these habits aren't just about cutting down on bathroom trips. They help you sleep deeper, feel refreshed in the morning, and start enjoying your nights again. Today, let's talk about the first habit. It's the foundation for all the others. And it starts with one of the most basic things we do every day, drinking water. Now, you've probably heard 100 times, drink more water, it's good for you. And that's true. But what no one tells you is that the timing of when you drink it matters just as much, especially when you're trying to reduce nighttime urination. I've met so many older adults who go all day without drinking much because they're busy, distracted, or just not thirsty. Then evening rolls around and suddenly they remember, oh no, I haven't had enough water today. So they chug 2 or 3 glasses before bed, thinking they're doing the right thing. But here's the problem. When you drink large amounts of water late in the evening, your kidneys and bladder are forced to stay active all night. That's like making your internal organs pull an overnight shift while the rest of your body wants to rest. And the result? You wake up again and again, disrupting your natural sleep cycles and leaving you drained in the morning. Dr. Hart once said something that stuck with me. Don't ask your kidneys to work while the rest of you is trying to sleep. So what's the solution? Not cutting water entirely at night, but learning how to drink smart during the day. Here's what Dr. Hart does, and it's backed by science. She starts her day with a warm glass of water first thing in the morning. Not coffee, not juice, just warm water. Why? Because it gently wakes up your digestive system, boosts circulation, and gets your organs ready for the day. Then, throughout the day, she sips water regularly. Not gulps. Not only when she's thirsty, just small sips every hour or so. By doing this, her body stays hydrated without ever being overwhelmed. But the most important rule? After 7 p.m., she slows down. No more big glasses of water. If she's thirsty, she takes a small sip. That's it. And especially no cold water, which can shock the bladder and trigger an urge to go, even when you don't need to. I know. This habit sounds almost too simple, but I've seen people try it, and the results can be surprising. Some see a difference in just 3 to 5 days. They wake up once instead of 3 times, or sleep right through the night for the first time in years. And in the morning, their mind feels clearer, their body lighter. They're no longer starting their day already exhausted. And sometimes that's all it takes, a small shift in routine to create a big change in your life. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a night where you woke up again and again just because you drank too much too late? Or felt frustrated because you thought sleeping poorly was just part of aging? If so, I'd love to hear your story in the comments, even just one sentence. Because your experience might help someone else who's struggling silently. We're in this together. And when we share, we help each other live stronger, more peaceful lives, especially in this beautiful chapter of life. So today, we've talked about the first of 4 habits. Drinking water at the right time. It's simple, it's doable, and for many it's life-changing. But this is just the beginning. In the next episode, I'm going to share the second habit Dr. Hart swears by. One that only takes a few minutes before bed, but can gently ease your body into deep sleep without pills, without effort. It's a form of self-care that speaks directly to your nervous system and your kidneys, and might become your favorite part of the night. Before you go, please hit the like button if you found this helpful, and consider sharing this with a friend or loved one who struggles with sleep. Sometimes, one little video like this can change a life. And if you want to keep learning how to feel stronger, sleep better, and live well in your golden years, subscribe to Forever Strong Seniors. We've got a lot more wisdom waiting for you. Take care tonight. I hope you sleep deep and wake up smiling. Hi again, my friends. Welcome back to our journey toward restful, uninterrupted sleep. If you tried adjusting your water intake after watching part 1, you may have already noticed a small change. Maybe fewer trips to the bathroom or a feeling of lightness when you woke up this morning. And that's a sign that your body is listening. It's responding. Today, we move deeper. Because when your bladder starts to calm down, your body has one request. Let me rest. But what if your mind doesn't cooperate? What if you lie down, turn off the light, and nothing happens? You're not anxious. You're not worried. But you just can't seem to fall asleep. It's a strange in-between state. You're not fully awake, but you're definitely not asleep either. Your hands feel cold. Your feet are like blocks of ice. Your lower belly has this dull tension, like it's trying to hold on to something. You try turning from side to side, maybe fluff your pillow or check the clock again. And slowly, the frustration builds. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many older adults, especially those over 65, experience this strange, restless stillness every night. And the reason might surprise you. It's not just your thoughts that are keeping you awake. It's your body, still buzzing from the day, still holding on to tension, still unsure whether it's safe to let go. That's why today, I want to share a beautiful, time-honored ritual. It takes less than 5 minutes. You don't need a gadget. You don't need a pill. All you need are your own 2 hands. Dr. Eleanor Hart, the 90-year-old doctor we talked about in part 1, calls this her gentle invitation to sleep. Every night, before she lies down for good, she takes a few minutes to warm her hands and gently massage 2 specific areas, her lower belly and the soles of her feet. Let's start with the lower belly. In Western medicine, we often overlook this part of the body, but in Eastern traditions, especially traditional Chinese medicine, this area is considered the core of your life energy. It's called the lower Dan Tian, and it's believed to be the seat of balance and calm. Massaging this area in slow circular motions, clockwise with gentle pressure, does more than just relax muscles. It signals to your internal organs, especially the bladder and kidneys. You've done enough for today. It's time to rest. Try it tonight. Use a little warming oil if you like, or simply rub your hands together until they're warm. Then place them gently on your lower belly, just below your navel, and begin moving in slow, circular strokes for about 2 to 3 minutes. Breathe with it. Don't rush. You might feel warmth spreading through your core, or you might just feel your breathing slow down. That's the body's way of saying thank you. Now let's talk about the feet, specifically the soles. There's one point in particular that Dr. Hart always pays attention to. It's called the kidney 1 point, or the bubbling spring. It's located right in the middle of the sole, slightly closer to the toes. Why does this matter? Because this point is directly linked to your body's ability to calm the nervous system and support kidney function. When gently massaged, it sends signals throughout the body that it's safe to relax. It warms your feet, improves circulation, and brings your entire nervous system into balance. And here's the best part. You can do it yourself. Just sit on the edge of your bed, Take one foot at a time and use your thumbs to apply soft, steady pressure to the center of your sole. Or if your hands get tired easily, try using a warm towel to gently rub the area. It's not about force, it's about attention. And intention. Dr. Hart often says, when you touch your body with care, your body responds with peace. I once spoke with a gentleman named Frank, 74 years old, living in Minnesota, who struggled for years with broken sleep. His wife used to joke that he got up more times at night than their newborn grandchild. But after learning this ritual, he gave it a try. He told me, it felt silly at first. I'm not the massage type. But after a week, I started falling asleep without even realizing it. My feet felt like they belonged to me again. Friends, our bodies have memories. They remember stress. They remember neglect. But they also remember love. And when you offer it, even in the form of a few gentle strokes before bed, your body listens. Hey, let's go. So tonight, I invite you to try it. Don't wait until everything hurts. Don't tell yourself you're too old or too late. Sit down, take a deep breath, warm your hands, touch your body with kindness, just for a few minutes. And if you do try it, even just once, I'd love to hear how it felt. Drop a comment below this video. Just one sentence. It could be, my belly felt warm, or my feet finally relaxed. Whatever you notice, share it, because your words might give someone else the courage to try too. And if the second habit resonates with you, stay with me. In part 3, we'll explore a gentle but powerful technique to release tension from your legs and reduce pressure on your kidneys. Something so simple, yet surprisingly effective for those of us who wake up often at night. But before we go, if you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. A sibling, a neighbor, a friend who's struggling with sleep. You never know. Your little act of kindness could give them the best night's rest they've had in years. If you tried the bedtime massage we talked about in part 2, softly rubbing the lower belly and the soles of your feet, perhaps you already felt something shift. Maybe your legs didn't feel as restless. Maybe you drifted off a little faster. Maybe, just maybe, you woke up one less time last night. That's a victory. A small one, maybe, but real. And tonight, we take the next step. It's easy, free, and only takes 15 minutes. But the effect? Powerful. Let me ask, by the end of the day, do your legs ever feel heavy? Achy? Maybe your ankles are a little swollen, or your calves feel stiff, especially if you've been on your feet a lot, or sitting in the same position for hours. You might think, well, that's just part of aging. But what if I told you this heaviness in your legs is quietly affecting your sleep and even causing more nighttime trips to the bathroom? Let me explain. When we sit or stand for long periods, like cooking, walking, or watching TV, the blood in our legs naturally starts to pool. Gravity pulls it down. And for older adults, circulation isn't what it used to be. The result? Our veins struggle to push blood back up the heart, and that puts extra pressure on, guess what? Our kidneys. The kidneys then work harder to filter this extra fluid. And what happens? You guessed it. We wake up at night, again and again, needing to go. That's why Dr. Eleanor Hart, our 90-year-old sleep champion from Oregon, swears by one simple ritual. She lifts her legs for 15 minutes every night before bed. Just that. And she calls it her golden quarter hour. No complicated poses. No yoga mat. Just lying down with her legs elevated. Here's how she does it. She lays on her back, either on her bed or the couch, and props her legs up on a soft pillow or two. Or sometimes, she just rests her heels gently against the wall, knees slightly bent, breathing deeply as she lets the blood gently flow back toward her heart and kidneys. No scrolling, no reading, just resting. 15 quiet minutes of surrender. And she says, after doing this for years, her legs feel lighter, her bladder doesn't wake her up, and her sleep is deeper. It's like giving my kidneys a head start, she laughs. It might sound too simple, but I've heard similar stories from many older adults. There's Ruth, a 68-year-old grandmother from Arizona. She used to wake up 4 times a night, every night. But after just a week of lifting her legs for 10 to 15 minutes before sleep, she said something beautiful. I forgot what 6 hours of uninterrupted sleep felt like. Until now. Friends, our bodies are incredibly smart, but sometimes they need our help. And when we help our blood return to the heart, when we reduce the load on our kidneys, we also reduce the number of times our body rings the alarm bell at night. So tonight, after you finish your evening routine, after you've turned down the lights and brush your teeth, try this. Lie down, lift your legs gently onto a pillow or up the wall and breathe. That's it. Don't try to multitask. Let this be a moment of stillness, a gift to your heart, your legs, and your overworked kidneys. Now, you might feel a little strange at first. Blood might rush back through your thighs. You might feel a soft warmth move through your stomach. That's okay. That's just circulation waking up. You're not doing it wrong. Just keep breathing. And remember, the goal isn't to feel instant magic. It's to create a rhythm, a ritual, a signal to your body that says, the day is over. You've done enough. Let go. Some people feel the difference in just a few days. Others take a week. But the most important thing is consistency. Don't judge it after one try. Let your body learn. Let it receive the message you're sending. And if you try this tonight, or even if you already do something similar, I'd love to hear your experience. Drop me a comment below. One sentence. My legs felt lighter, or I finally didn't wake up at 3 a.m. That one sentence might be the encouragement someone else needs. Because here's what I believe. None of us need to go through sleepless nights alone. When we share, when we encourage, we turn small habits into healing traditions together. Before I go, I want to remind you that there's still one more habit left to complete this gentle system. It's a tool that doesn't require hands, pillows, or any effort at all, just your breath. It's simple, quiet, and when done right, it can help you fall asleep in minutes, even on nights when your mind just won't settle down. I'll share all of that with you in part 4, the final step in this series. But for now, please like this video if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to Forever Strong Seniors. We got more wisdom, more comfort, and more healing tools just for you. Until then, friends, put your feet up, breathe deeply, and rest easy. We've come so far together on this path to peaceful sleep. From learning when to drink water, to soothing our body with gentle massage, and even giving our tired legs a well-deserved rest. Each habit has been one step closer to restoring something we all deeply need, a night of uninterrupted, healing sleep. And now, it's time to share the final habit. This one's my personal favorite, not because it's complicated, but because it's so beautifully simple. It doesn't need your hands. It doesn't need a pillow or oil or even light. All it asks is your breath. Let me ask you something real. Have you ever laid in bed with the lights off, your body still, but your mind racing? You're not worried about anything in particular, but thoughts just keep coming. A grocery list, a memory, a line from a TV show, something you forgot to do last week. It's like your mind refuses to power down, even when your body is begging for sleep. And in those moments, no position feels comfortable. The room feels either too quiet or too loud. You peek at the clock. It's 11:32, 1:04, 2:16, and somehow you're still awake. That's exactly the moment when this final habit becomes your best friend. It's called the 4-7-8 breathing method, and it's more than just counting. It's a gentle way to tell your brain, you're safe now. You can let go. This method was popularized by Dr. Andrew Weil, a Harvard-trained physician who spent years researching how breath affects the nervous system. He discovered that breathing in a particular rhythm, specifically inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8, activates what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your body that's in charge of rest, digestion, and recovery. In other words, it's your body's sleep mode. Here's how to do it. First, get into bed. Let your shoulders relax. Let your hands rest gently by your sides or on your belly. Close your eyes if that feels good. Then begin. Inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Then exhale slowly, softly, through your mouth for a count of 8. That's one full breath. Repeat the cycle 4 times when you begin. You can work your way up to 8 cycles over time. Now, I won't lie, at first, it might feel strange. Some people feel a little lightheaded the first time, or struggle to hold the breath for 7 full seconds. That's okay. Don't push. Don't strain. Your body will adjust. What's most important is the rhythm. The long exhale, the gentle letting go, is what signals your brain to slow down, to stop scanning, to stop problem solving. I once received a message from a woman named Linda, 71 years old, a retired teacher from Ohio. She told me she tried everything: melatonin, herbal tea, meditation tapes. Nothing worked. Then she found the 4-7-8 breathing technique. And she wrote, "By the 3rd breath, my thoughts started to fade. By the 4th, I didn't even finish the count. I just drifted." Friends, when was the last time you fell asleep without noticing? This is not magic. This is biology. The body was made to rest, but the modern world pulls us away from that natural rhythm. What we're doing with this breath is just gently bringing ourselves back to calm, back to balance, back to sleep. And here's what I love most about this final habit. You can take it anywhere. On nights when you're traveling or staying in a hospital or simply can't settle down. It's always with you. No one even has to know you're doing it. It's private, it's quiet, and it's yours. Now, let's take a moment to see the full picture. You started by drinking water the right way, giving your kidneys time to rest. Then, you learn how to soothe your belly and feet, signaling your body that it's safe to let go. Next, you elevated your legs, releasing pressure and allowing blood to flow where it's needed. And now, with this final breath, you quiet the mind, settle the heart, and step gently into sleep. For habits, simple, gentle, free, but when practiced together, they can change your nights and change your life. I know change can be hard. Starting new routines can feel strange, especially when you've lived a certain way for so long. But I promise you this, your body hasn't forgotten how to sleep. It just needs a little help remembering. So tonight, I invite you one last time to try. Just try. And if you do, if even one of these habits brings you a better night, please tell me in the comments. Your words might lift someone else out of the darkness they've been quietly enduring. If this series helped you even a little, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with a friend who wakes up too often. Share it with your children so they understand what you're going through. You never know. Your kindness could bring someone the gift of peace. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to Forever Strong Seniors. This is more than just a channel. It's a community, a place where we listen, learn, and live strong, together, from my heart to yours. May the night be gentle. May your sleep be deep. And may you wake up tomorrow feeling restored, refreshed, and forever strong.